say the Serbian Prediasa, Quasabia, sorry, I was in better disrespect to Otumfuo, Ampao. They say Quasabia, Sabi, the fear crying can encounter our background in it. Our one of you said that people in your bam, I won't bomb it, me no track. A graphic so bit my disrespect to Otumfuo. Now, Medikal, Bama, Kawun Charlie won't find out disrespect to Otumfuo and Osipe. This time around, I was saying I didn't propose to a more limit. And then I made better as I can so my casa dada. And my mama ya aware. Say me nyansa antini but Otumfuo ye Ghana ye nyankopon. Nyankopon ebo abusua bi a say opila. Otumfuo na ye Ghana pillar. So ye krani, so ye sremni, so ye whatever. So one giant say Otumfuo na ye Ghana pillar. Head the sex so crab it mako wenim. I think some party at because Okroma was here can ye can ye. Na ye can ye pa. And you will be a chat in the America. We're back for my Mesra Otumfuo, or my Mesra Papa, or my Mesra Hineno. Or Mobile Chia Otumfuo, Emmanuel Mudi, Comoche, Professor of Faso Guasante. If they do come on, and then answer your previous Akrofu movie so much Jimino, Yachu Martina Basso, I'm a Moshi Nyansa. Who may have today, and you take Mobile course, so I brought Mobesra Otumfuo what they say.
Joe.
Yes, and I thank the regional coordinating director for leading his delegation and you to be here.
Joe.
I know that my relationship with the World Bank dates as far back. Interestingly, I've met 3 presidents from there.
Joe.
Jim Wolfenson, and then Wolfowitz, and then the last one in 2019 was the one I came to see.
Joe.
When Trump was the president.
Yes.
He had I think it was a conflict about climate change that got him out of the So he was the 3rd one that I've had the relationship with. And so it's been an interesting relationship between me and the World Bank in that effect. And I believe that your visit will still continue for us to share ideas and find innovative ways of resolving our problems economically, development, social interventions, and everything.
Sure.
I am aware that when I came last time in 2019, I discussed the generation problems, energy generation problems, where we were talking about we're paying in excess of 500, 600 million at that time for energy that we have not used.
Sure.
I engaged the president then to find a solution to that in terms of how could we avoid that because it was eating into our budget.
Sure.
And now I'm told it's about 1.5 million that we are paying for that. And therefore, at that time I asked your president to give me a grant to cover that. Whilst we did it, we got a technical assistance, a tripartite company, the IFC Generation Company in Ghana, for us to see how best we can get a technical support to be able to plan to export the excess energy to Burkina Faso, Mali and others, and Togo and others, the excess one that we have installed, because I think we have 5,000 something installed and then we are using only 3,000 something. So that's one issue that I'll get back to you again on that, because I need for us to discuss those things again. You've done that with the school feeding, and which I appreciate. I remember when I talked to them about they had withdrawn the 180 million at that time, and I said I should take it before I go back to Ghana. So I got it.
Joe.
And then budgetary support also was withdrawn at that time. You had allocated 500 million for budgetary support, but you said because of the economic situation, the energy situation, you withdraw. That was withdrawn.
Joe.
So these are all issues that I want us to revisit, and by that I will talk to you later on quietly for us to look at it.
Joe.
There are other issues that I'll discuss with you privately for us to know the way forward.
Joe.
That is in the generality of Ghana. I want us to look at it again to see the way we can move on and all that. And
Joe.
Coming to the local one, Kumasi is a vibrant city. Population-wise, everything-wise, the commercial hub of Ghana.
Joe.
And so looking at the project that you're suggesting, rapid transport section, I have interest in that, yes. I know JICA started with a feasibility some time ago, and then it's developed to the World Bank here where we can then put it in fruition. It's been on the drawing board for some time, 2015 and all that. The bureaucracy is something that I don't like at all, you see.
Jump.
And therefore, we have to push it now. The population has increased very much. We have all these transport vehicles, different ones, all moving, fighting for space.
Jump.
And that doesn't help with the economic development of the city at all, because everybody is clamoring going to the center. The buses are, the trotro, all these things are there. And if you calculate in terms of how many hours are they cost to do business,
Jump.
in terms of diesel, petrol, and all those things, you find that it's costing the economy so much that it's something that we may have to look at. And then the employment that it creates also,
Jump.
in relation to having a rapid transportation. The 28-kilometer one from Iñsùlt down to a Buakwa section, for example, if we could have that rapid transport and the movement of goods, passengers and everything,
Jump.
and then the ease with which we can do business together, is something that we may have to look at seriously. I don't know what is the country director can tell. I don't know what has delayed this, but the project office, we should own it. It should be here. The project shouldn't be running from Accra when you have a project in Kumasi. The project unit should be here, and the project coordinator must also be resident here,
Jump.
so that at least the stakeholders, the district assemblies, that would be able to coordinate with them to know how it goes. So these are issues that I want us to look at properly to bring it to fruition. Because if you don't do that, I've always said that it takes time for the World Bank to take a decision. Bureaucracy, going to the desk of this one, approving and all that. But this one, we know the reason why we need that.
Jump.
Therefore, why can't we implement it? 2025 is about 10 years we've been talking about this. If we had done it earlier, it would have helped with the economy. It would have.
Me na was say now after say you ready is akomo we no chere say. I want all my Kumasi projects to be managed in Kumasi and not Accra. Probably as Asante Kotokene tells World Bank as they paid a visit to Menchia to find out why Kumasi project keeps on delaying. What a bravo no. Now Sebi, why you funu say sweet. Wo medical, what mean your girlfriend Jayo say we want to me, uni ninja, to me and people yiri secret. Would you be wumile? Ebe kasetia Otumfuo, wo na wo dabi o achacha se wo. Dabi o na sebe would have been a woman fie nyansa. Who subtracted the fraud money from your real money and since I calculate me to a bicycle. Emna me can yet strong man at the punch war. Most on the neck for architect munya acquaintance be a mukremu say some home farm and pick a person no must be your control and then fella my carefully control word because wait give me now boy I'm not away Mahama I say buchia ni ti I say buchia yes I'm not away you kwa we ya wa trophy ko shoko be ma we ka kire Otumfuo say ni kuro mu time Pasia way at the Dubai, Henry. A video be back to one or do Otumfuo chest or Otumfuo building the crew, and Otumfuo one who saw building the Kura. And that's how John way, Message to Naka when we are doing we are mamma de Marbosom. I can see. Wouldn't be? Or no, Pasia way, well, wouldn't be a winning no. Or more Otumfuo Baku say, that's the way send what you want to cry a papa say, papa, wait.
Mahama ba ena enumpe 5 days ipe Mahama ho afro Otumfuo tio Mahama nanu ya no ba 1 week mpo onyaye Mahama ho afro Otumfuo amene Otumfuo kire say an ontime mfa Asante mpuntuo ehye yempanimfo nsa biem on trust wo mo na so under Akufo 8 years on trust no believe you me say Sasem we ya Otumfuo again. Senke Akufo na eye mampani anka on kanda and this is believe you and I. On say ya na ye kana say Asantefoɔ binom eye overly emotional kam wasemu amasa. Enye wonko na wa Asante.
Man we need election to move now so chese mo Jimmy cause we are so once you nyansa na once you kwa be fa so resist normal, you will keep on fooling even time what this nyansa or building a sentiment. Na sentiment unhia no. Where back for omoba your mama watch ya we papa fie. Obo Otumfuo na so. E no muni ni be di komo say that be no ma bi we delay. Ye hwe nim say ka be ko. E no no mu di komo se ne ye se. Ene se ne ye fata. Ade Otumfuo yankada. Na nam so ama sebi obi a di Otumfuo atemu a. Na wo kwaku prako. Da bi o kwaku prako. Kwaku Medikal. Usu di ni bi. Ye tie de. Ma bi sebi wo so eka. Was say this man sat unconcerned and watched as MPP destroy his lands, forests, and water bodies, all in the name of gold mining. And kids are being born in his region with serious physical defects. He has just suddenly realized 5 days into a new administration that he cannot depend on a political to develop his religion. Muti kromwa no ankasa di sika yi sika pudio e di renovate cars. Dabi o munim de Otumfuo ye de bu akanteman. Then ne actions kura che se wonji o mundi. Na num ni bibia. I say if anyone think they can misuse the freedom of speech, they now freely have the trash talk this administration, then they are not for a long, bumpy and dirty ride. This foolish boy. Woman, yes, coming. I want me, and now can say, I come, I'm crown recognize. So, this faithy person, that man who can, and wants to share. It's me who can say, because of Otumfuo. Money, baby. Your president for that to about you, crowd of Otumfuo the bar. More. I'm not even cancer, some children.
Last week, Papa will buy. So, here's Ska. Ninkofo no mutu obia fa kakra bra no mboaboa no mfastist hospital no ye jimi for we ya na bagu akwesu e na etwa papa we ya da pasa mu twa na da pasa 24/7 mu didi papa we ya tem sa ba ene wa mesesere muska bi mu ene wa mesesere muska odi mi tumi no e de ko World Bank e kwa ko jiska ba be sisi ni krasi ni mai muti onu no mai mufi se mudrot ase ena mudi papa we sia no mudi di na tan social media we si enya mu hini nti ni mu so ade oye no eye mu asem eye mu ade mu ja ni ble no before han be ye bi hye ni ase sa be ye no enya be papa ena minim tumi kwande sa be ye no mai because sa be ye no ka kwanya abonsam be ye abonzambe ye pon na abofofo de ye ma papa no ba ye be ye no mini bia nko ye konya sabe no fi ba ye mutan papa we sa de oba bia nya papa obesrem scam si bui so de no no ka ni tumi buso ni tumi bia de ni tumi awo no kirem so ni tumi awo no de ko gi loan ya be sese ni man so a mu ye tia se na mu didi na atam mu nyanya mbe tia muka betcham wasi foina aka dem yan kran se nkofo na mudi papa we atem o mo adam for 90% e asantifo by the time for no so mo timi infle kwase afo we ento omfu enka bingo maso
mini abema onyansa to twedi apobasa ya do Yakobo enhira wate omo asefo menye brakra be hye onto unkwam oma onyansa srefo da wi ase hu no kra na ba be yo de hye me atantini I love these people omo ye nipa wunim be abro for pe wona on person be sua de pe na omo tan asante your mind ate ase e be share bi makra bye bye.